What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. No. They're not married, but basically Estelle was talking about marriage. Like, because it's like, damn, like, you know, it's not the time for confession or things going on. It's like, but if we get married, we're going to be busy raising kids. It's like, whoa, Estelle. Hey, Shara, did you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Aha. I see. I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell? It's pretty obvious. Sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this. No? Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess. It's kind of really sweet because in the beginning, a lot of people are like saying how they feel sorry for Joshua because he has feelings for Estelle and she's completely oblivious to him. And the journey's been fantastic with them. I've absolutely loved the way they've done it. It's like with the way with Persona 4 Golden or just Persona 4 in general. I think the Japanese, sometimes when they do JRPGs, they do sort of teenagers really well because they're masters at doing it, especially when it comes to anime, with like obviously how they go through things. And Estelle is literally going through a stereotypical thing of like, she never saw him as a romantic interest until others started sort of like mentioning it to her, like, hey, aren't you two dating? Or damn, he's handsome. And what, you mean you don't like him? Oh, we thought you were a kind of like an item. She's like, wait, do we look like that? Are we? Maybe he is. Like, she started seeing him as a boy rather than her brother because they're obviously not related. Which I think has been a really good thing. A really good thing. Oh, you're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. And it's so wonderful because everybody else is like watching in and like, yeah. We know that you like him. Big sister's ready to begin your education in love, Estelle. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical that you'd start picking up on feelings for each other. Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this. There we go. Very self-aware. This isn't like me at all. You're the proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. Shara! I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you if you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told your fortune? Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay. Alright. Time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister is moved to tears. On second thought, never mind. But thank you, I do feel a little better. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a little bit. Oh? You're going to tell him? Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first. Aww. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure that everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can just have a nice calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind. I don't think I'm quite that ready yet. Okay, I'll see you later. Young love. They'll probably be fine. I mean, they've seen each other semi-naked. Huh? They're not here? Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. But where's Joshua? I don't have time to go around everyone's Discords. Joshua? Ah, he's out playing somewhere then. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Part of me is wondering, is this tune like the Would You Kindly for him? Hey Estelle. Nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again. The Whereabouts of Light. I've lost a lot. This song and this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit. I should quit. I think I want to tell you. I was doomed before I met you. Joshua. Okay. This may take a while, do you mind? Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Thank you. I legit thought it was going to end there and be like, find out next time. And second chapter, like, assholes. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was the timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. I know, right? One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. I will heal the boy's heart for you, he said. Provided, of course, I am compensated. And so the boy was given over into the magician's care. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Like, he was maybe 8 years old. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and the name shook fear into the hearts of men. I love the fact that his second limit break move is called Black Fang as well. He just attacks everyone on the freaking map, no matter where they are. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen and nation from the threat of an invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land, but the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with all the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. And so the boy was taken to the man's house where he met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient and with me and listening. Baka. Was all that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. Huh? The boy can't be saved from his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he may keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. What? Oh, you gave her the harmonica. I thought he gave her a sandcastle. I was thinking, Joshua, where'd you get the sand from? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore. But I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years. Wait, Joshua? Yet I can't think of anything better. Stop it. What? I said stop it! Stop talking about it like it's a dream. You make it sound like nothing that's happened was even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken? What does that even mean? Estelle. Look at me. Look into my eyes. I've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he'd keep holding on. Joshua, I love you. Oh, God. Well, she said it. Bruh? You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Estelle. Are they actually gonna smooch? Huh? Oh. Welcome to Hour and 83. Thanks for the follow. And they're having a smooch. Joshua. Hi. Or at least he went into smoocher, maybe. What was that? It's so bitter. Oh no. It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry, there are no side effects. Oh. So she finally confessed. They had a kiss, and then he still... which means, did he plan this? Did he know that he was going to give her a kiss regardless and knock her unconscious? Because one does not just hold like a sedative in their mouth without any reason. But why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. Are you about to get creepy on us right now, Joshua? Please don't get rapey. My time with you was the happiest and the most painful I've ever known. Just as the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. I just, whenever someone refers to them as my, it's just like, that just immediately alarm bells in my head, but yeah. Yeah, I know he is, but it's still, yeah. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we'd never met. I mean, he does love her. He always has done for age, like, even before she even came to have the feelings for him. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. I don't know why I'm reading it like I'm like some sort of villain right now, but yeah. Joshua. I think they're like 16. They're 15 or 16. Yeah, I think they're 16 at this point. Thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Ever since you literally drop-kicked me as I was laying wounded in the bed after your dad beat me with his stick. Goodbye, Estelle. He doesn't want to get her involved. Ah. What a goddamn freaking cliffhanger to end it on.
Wow! Congratulations!
I mean, it's an animated back ending. That's pretty cool. I'll take it. That's why I said earlier, if up to you guys, if we continue straight into second chapter, I don't mind. We can put a vote up. I don't mind. I mean, we could always do both, but yeah. Either way, I prepared a new overlay for it, so yeah. Aw, here's little babby Estelle. Alright, we passed the Rome Reborn. I guess we have to start Heaven's Ward. God damn. This game is from 2004. And that's only when we got it translated. I don't know how old it is in Japan. It could even be 2002, 2000, and 2000. Yeah. Ugh. And fun fact, I've actually had second chapter. It was one of my first ever game codes sent to me. Like in the first 10, and I haven't played it. Yeah, but we're in 2023 right now. I had to buy this one. At least I think I did. I can't remember if I had to buy it or not. Oh, woe is me. Oh, so we didn't get it till 2011. Okay. All right, time to start a new game again. No. I don't think I ever watched this before because it just goes straight into the game. Wait, is it already showing? No, wait, this is showing second chapter. Fucking Nora, I've got fucking goosebumps. Yes. He called it his last shred of humanity. Because he always had the harmonica before he, you know, lost his soul and whatnot. Does every time you finish it, does it just like generally give you like a hidden, like what's next? What next game to go to or something? Well, I've always heard the Trails in the Sky is such a great series to go through. Hey, that's the Estelle on the left. What's that ship though? That giant one. Ah, I bet Abel. It probably will be. Ouroboros. Oh, Lord. And you know what's really crazy is that it feels like, oh, man, they're showing us everything in the next game. Like, oh, man, there's going to be no surprises. I was probably, like, scratching the surface. Oh. It's like, I remember it being back in the day in the PlayStation 2, they'd do that a lot with, they'd, like, highlight the next game. But I know Onimusha 2 was nothing like what it advertised at the end of Onimusha, for example. Literally nothing. And now a new option's appeared, which is movie. With opening and ending. What's the opening? I don't think I saw this. I don't remember. Unless you have to wait like a really long time. It's been a while. I really don't remember. Okay, fine. We'll go to second chapter. What problem do you have, Curling? Because I love Final Fantasy 7 Anime Crunch in this game because the hot male that's dead inside is so very tight. We will still play, like, I have that week off at work that I had originally planned for that too, and I start Final Fantasy 7 Remake anyway. There is no reason why I cannot play both. It's just something else to be sacrificed. I'm not planning to play Star Rail until 1.2 hits, at least on the channel anyway. So, yeah. Oh, wait, I do remember this because I'm saying hello there. Hot males that have broken his side are also Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, but the better thing with this is I get to voice it, you know, rather than the professional voice actors which do it. Who wants them when you can have me do everything instead? I cry. You are a good voice actor. Look, this is one of the reasons why, Curling, I keep trying to think about if I want to do stuff with just B-roll in the background of, like, for example, you know, like in Genshin, as well as also Star Rail, we have, like, the character stories and other stuff like that, too. I kind of want to do, like, readouts of those. But I keep being like, no one's going to care about those. So I don't bother. And then it's time as well. I don't have the time for it. Hey, there's Chloe. Now we have context to who these people are. Tita. And a gate. I swear it's revealing more this time than it did originally, but whatever. I don't remember. Tita was amazing. And there's old Queen. I do wonder if they based her off of Liz. Certainly not Charles, I'll say that. But yeah. True. The big wall. The towers. There's Professor Alba. God, they even showed that there as well? Really? Wow, Wow, they really freaking just dangled that in front of you, like, very quickly.